Hey guys, my name is Sandy. I'm a licensed realtor here in Central Florida. I'm also licensed in New York. I'm mostly in Florida because, of course, obviously the weather and it's winter. I'm doing this video in February of 2020. And the program I'm about to talk to you about, it's not very popular. It doesn't, the company we're with is not in New York, it's in Florida. They work in different states, but it's not in New York yet, completely in Florida. So if you're thinking to relocate in Florida, this is a great program. I'm doing a video today on how to rent to own real estate, and that's the program I'm talking about. Rent to own real estate, how to rent to own real estate, whether it be your home or maybe a second home down here or however you want to do that. How to rent to own real estate. There's a company called American Home Partners of America. I know I'm always putting the America first. And this is a great program if you're thinking of buying a home but you're not quite ready, but you want to live in a home or you want to be in a neighborhood of your choice. This is a great way to do that. And the way that program works is Home Partners of America will purchase a property for you up to $400,000 and they'll then rent it back to you and you have the option to purchase. This one could be in any neighborhood of your choice as long as there's no restriction in the homeowners association on renting. Some homeowners association won't allow renting and then that becomes a problem. However, in Central Florida, and so in the whole Florida area, there's not much property available for rent. It's not like New York where you have a vast amount of properties for rent. And most of the homes here are single family homes. So there's not a lot of apartment buildings. Now they're building these luxurious apartment buildings and they're making all these amenities in them in Central Florida. But the prices of these rents are so expensive, it may as well get a home, in my opinion. Anyways, I didn't say that straight that from the records. Anyway, let's get serious. So the rent-to-own programs allows you to purchase a property in a neighborhood of your choice. So it doesn't matter where the property is, as long as it is for sale and there's no restriction on renting in that neighborhood, right, or in that development. So all the homes you see in Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, all the websites, all those properties feed from our MLS system. So if you were to go to Zillow and type in Orlando homes for sale, or you type in Orlando and put the amount of bedrooms and the amount of baths that you want, all those homes that you're looking at and all those different websites are coming directly out of our MLS feed. Home Partners of America have the same feed on their website. So when you go on their website, it also shows you all the properties and what the purchase price would be and what the rent would look like, right? So there are different agents that work with Home Partners of America, and I'm one of those agents. And once you decide to do the program, we send you a link. And with that link, you go right, that link allows you to join the website. And once you join the website, you could explore the area, the price range, and all that stuff. A lot of people, when they go on the website, they search by rent. So if you're like, okay, I don't want to pay more than $2,000 a month for rent, then you could put in, let's say you put Orlando, rent $2,000 per month, or $1,500 to $2,000. I want a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. All the homes in that thing will come up and show you. Sorry about that. All the homes in that neighborhood, it will come up and show you all the rents that are available for that price. So it doesn't matter where the property is. Even if you went to Zillow, you found a property, you like it, you take the address, you go back on the Home Partners website, you put that address in, it will tell you what that rent would be. Okay. Now, this program allows you to purchase a property up to 5 years. So you have 5 years to purchase, but you're going to be paying, but you're going to have a lease each year up to 5 years. So they're not going to give you a 5-year lease. They're going to give you a lease for year one. At the end of year one, you could decide if you want to still stay or not. And then if you decide to stay, then you sign a lease for year 2, year 3, 4, and 5. At the end of year 5, you're out of the program. So if you didn't buy the property at the end of year 5, then you would have to move one way or the other. Up to 5, they do it up to 5 years, but you're not obligated to purchase. And also, if at the end of year 1 you decide you don't want to be in the property anymore, you could also move. You don't have to sign the lease for year 2. On the website, it also shows you what your rent would be like from year 1 through 5. Each year you renew your lease, the rent is going to increase, and you'll know this going in. Also, it also shows you what the price of the property would be like from year 1 to year 5. So in year 1, if you purchase, it will be one price. In year 2, if you purchase, it will be a different price. All this is explained to you. Now, what do you need to do to qualify? You need to have a credit score of 575 or more. And you need to have a combined household income of $48,000, right? And once you decide you're going to do the program, then you would submit the application to Home Partners of America and then they'll qualify you, and then they'll tell you up to what rent amount they qualify you for. So when you qualify for a mortgage, it tells you up to what price mortgage house you could buy on the mortgage price. Well, when Home Partners of America qualify, it tells you up to what amount they'll go up on rent based upon the information, your income and your credit and your rent and your debt to income ratio. It will tell you up to what amount they will give you in rent. They will allow you to rent through their program for. So you might think, hey, I could afford to rent for $3,000, and they might say no, based upon the information you're giving us, you can only pay a rent of $2,500 a month, right? So a lot of people get caught up with the amount of rent that they're qualified for. But the thing is, even if you think you want to pay more in rent and they're telling you no, we want you to pay less in rent based upon the information you're giving us, remember that you can always save that extra money to purchase the property. Remember that this is a rent with option to purchase. So even if you don't purchase the property you're in, you can always save that extra money to buy another home. So if they're saying we allow you to rent from us for $2,500 a month, and you're saying no, I want to rent for $3,000, hey, take that extra $500 and save towards purchasing the property because it's a rent-to-own program, or take it to purchase another property. If you decide not to stay in the property that you're in the program with them, you can still save that money as a down payment for another property, right? There's no obligation. It's a win-win for you because you could move once your lease expires. You could leave. You're not obligated to purchase a property, but you can. Okay, does that make sense? All right, I hope it does. So that's how the program works, and that's how to rent to own your own real estate would happen. So everybody has to live somewhere, and everybody has to pay rent somewhere or pay mortgage, or if you're rich enough, you'll buy it for cash, right? So you're going to be paying some kind of household income. So the rent to own program is a great program to be in because it allows you to rent in an area that you'd like. It also allows you to rent to own the property. So that means at some point in time you could purchase a property. And because our rental pool is so limited here in Florida, the program really works well, okay? And it gives you a chance to live in a home as opposed to an apartment, especially if you have kids, because a lot of people want the backyard and that type of thing. And the only restriction is it does not cover condos. So it got to be either a townhouse or a house. It doesn't cover condos, okay? So that's kind of how the program works. There's a bunch of links down below that you could click on if you want to get more information from us. You could email us, send us a text, or give us a call. Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to go and show a series of different topics on rent to own and different real estate topics. My thing is real estate, so I choose a topic each time, and I really do a few videos on that topic to get you to understand how that program works. If you decide to do the rent to own program, we could send you a link. From the link, you sign up with the company on their website, and all the information that I'm discussing in the video is there and more. And also you could email or text us with more information as well. Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate your time.